No. I'm really pissed at Beyonce. Like,
why?
You know we want the live Renaissance album.
You know, she's not going to give it to us.
Nobody wanted that giddy up shit. You know what we wanted.
There are people who really like that album.
She don't even really like that album. I've never seen her not promote something the way that she's not promoting this. She hit us with 3 hard weeks of it and was like, okay, over
She likes it. I mean, she likes it enough. She put it out.
There might have been a deadline thing from maybe she signed a contract. Like,
she ain't in no contract.
Listen,
She ain't in no contract she don't want to be in.
She might have been like, oh, you know, because she gave us the, you know, we got acts. Like, don't just give us act 1, because what was the point of you naming it act 1?
True.
You get what I'm saying? So she, you know, then she had to like keep up with it.
I don't know.
Well, what I know is that she knows that we wanted give us the live album.
I want the live album real bad because I gotta get back in the gyms and I like kind of need it. Like real bad.
You know that's what we want. So why are you doing this to us?
Beyonce, please, girl.
Seriously, we didn't ask for hair products. We asked for the live show.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
That's what we asked for.
Real bad.
I don't understand why you can't just hit record.
Yeah.
On just release.
Because you know she got all of it together. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So what are we waiting for?
I don't think she's gonna release any of it until all acts are out, and it's gonna become like a big, like, the Beyonce 3-act
finale.
No, like Beyonce 3-act
trilogy. What? I don't know.
Saga.
Okay.
The Beyonce 3-act saga. You like kind of like how you used to be watching them commercials late night at night, and when you was younger, and it'd be like, call now at 1-800-555-5555. Mm-hmm. You can get this full bundle amazing CD set with 75 songs from all of the top 80 artists that you've loved, including Whitney Houston and oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo.
Please.
That's what I think it's going to be like.
But I don't want that. I don't like that process. I don't like it at all.
She is not giving us anything separately. It's all going to come. God damn it. It's my glasses.
You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to research the time range between when Homecoming came out on Netflix and when she dropped the live album. If it's like 2 years, like, okay, I will give her some grace because it's been, you know, after the tour and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's been a year since the concert.
I'm going to look that up. But if it was like 6 months, me and her going to have to fight.
But it wasn't that long, though. Like, after...
I don't like it.
After Homecoming came out. It wasn't that long.
I don't like it.
Until after the Coachella show. Anyway, yeah.
That's all I had to say about that.
I think we can go ahead and start the show now.
Not right now.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What it do, baby?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Wrap the culture.
Did you try again?
Sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
In color.
That was...
Oh.
Yeah, that was...
We're doing the ASMR thing again.
Ooh, okay, never mind.
I'm done.
Ooh.
Anyways.
I gotta edit this. Episode 23.
23.
In the building. Yes, ma'am. We know y'all missed our faces last week, but we had a really great episode.
We really did.
It was a fantastic episode. And if you didn't tune in, lucky for you, it's up there forever.
Right. You have plenty of time.
You have
plenty of time.
And you ain't doing nothing. It's not like you leaving reviews. Yeah.
Well, we got one.
Oh.
We do got one.
Okay. She said we got one allegedly. I'm not going to hold my breath, so we shall see at the end of the show if we really got one, like she said we do, because I know how y'all like to do, and y'all don't like to do. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, sis, yeah, go ahead. What you can't wrap your head around?
I can't wrap my head around these fraud scammers. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight, and I'm ready to go to Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
So somebody got access to my account and charged, I don't even know how much.
Damn.
Or like, I know how much, but not, like where it came from.
Yeah.
And I'm just not dealing with it. I just think the whole scamming thing has gone, like, if you get a job, get a job. Like, why? You're such a loser. You just spend your day behind a computer or on your couch jerking off. Damn. Taking other people's money. Like, we're not going to figure it out.
Not jerking
This
off.
like, I know the banks contact you after, I know the owner of the account that are scammed contact the bank to stop paying. So don't you get tired of being blocked every day, all day?
They just constantly just keep finding new credit card numbers and stuff like that.
It's really
Allegedly,
like
that's what I heard.
I wrote a story the other day about a woman in Fayetteville who became job scammed, literally.
That has been interesting to me.
This one in particular, I'm kind of like, sis, come on now.
It was that bad? So that obvious?
Yeah, so she was texting somebody romantically, whatever, so he knew that she wanted some employment or whatever, and he was like, oh, I have a job for you, blah, blah, blah. She had to pay for her own equipment, all this stuff like that. Next thing she knows, she's literally out. She's $60,000 in debt to date because of these scammers. And it's really ridiculous because like elder people are getting hit, younger people are getting hit, and everybody in between. And I don't know who I need to talk to about it. Like if I need to talk to our new governor, Josh Stein, when he becomes governor, our senators, our congressmen, because y'all need to do something about the scamming issues in this country. It's getting out of hand and I'm over it. Or I'm just going to start fighting niggas. Like I just,
That's okay. So I know like there are like, so when it comes to like the scamming thing, I'm assuming they're like hacking something and they're like getting a whole bunch of different credit. Did they say how they got your information?
I don't know how they got my information just yet. I'm still waiting on them to run me my fucking money.
Yeah.
Bank.
That really sucks. I'm sorry, sis. But on top of that, like it's a lot of like the job scam one though is crazy because if you tell me I gotta come out of pocket and I gotta pay, this isn't a job day because you need to be sending me that stuff. I'm
gonna show you the story when we wrap up. So
okay.
Because we're both Virgos.
Yeah.
But we're also grown ass women. So I want to see if I'm tripping. Cause I'm literally sitting there like this yesterday, type of like, come on, sis, what is going on? Like, what are you dead ass?
Because I've heard of like this happening before, and every time I'm like, what you mean they charged you? Like, what do you mean you had to come out of pocket? Like, that don't make sense. Like,
she literally gave them her credit card information for something, and I was just like, girl,
that is crazy.
I remember in maybe 2012, maybe early 2013. I got hit up for a job on Gmail chat one day. I will never forget it. And it was while I was at work.
Yeah.
I was literally at work. And I couldn't stand my job at the time or whatever. So I was looking. And all of a sudden I get this message on G-Chat, da-da-da-da-da. And at the time I'm like, oh shit, this might be woo, 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 woo. I'm not thinking like, oh, let me check the website, all the stuff like that. I'm just like, I hate this shitty ass job. I'm ready to go.
Right.
Oh, so he asked me for my mailing address. Didn't ask me for any banking information. And next thing I know, I got a check in the mail. I would say like 3 weeks later. No, not 3 weeks later. Like 4 days later. And I'm showing my mom, and my mom was like, now my mom used to be a banker before she got into childcare. And she was like, this is not a real check. But the check didn't look all the way like real to me because it was a bank that I had never heard of. But I'm like, I haven't heard of a lot of banks. Right. So, you know what I mean? So I kind of, my lesson for the day, And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this shit is real because people, and I think they have honed in when it comes to like job scamming. I think people have really honed in on the remote work and things like that. From the COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
Because some people are still out here looking for work from home jobs.
Yes.
And next thing you know, you dealing money with the damn cartel, like, and you don't even know what you're doing.
That's crazy though.
So she is $60,000 in debt to
here,
date.
here I'm like, how you looking for a job? But then you using all your money.
Correct. So I gotta show you the story because you're gonna be like,
I'm really not.
it's not correlating.
No, I'm not grasping it.
I'm telling you,
I'm not grasping it at all. As a matter of fact,
I'm gonna show you the story. This happened right here in North Carolina, I believe, in Fayetteville. She was in.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be a part of you is like, it makes you. I'm like, damn, people are really lonely out here. That's number one.
Oh, for sure.
Number two, people are dumb as fuck.
People do not have the.
Yeah.
Please don't get me on.
We don't have
time to get on my soapbox about people in media literacy and all that. Like, people do not have it.
And they don't have common sense. This was a whole just.
Because if any job is asking me for my credit card number, then what the hell are we doing?
Unless it's on an ACH form that's going to pay me every 2 weeks.
But even then, that's not asking for your credit.
Correct.
That's asking for your routing.
Your account number.
Yeah, your account number and your routing number.
When I ain't going front, I be sus doing that.
No, me too. I be like, huh?
I be like, I know this is a huge Fortune 500 company, but why do I need to give you my routing number?
Right, exactly. This is hella sus.
I thought it was just me.
No,
like,
every time. I'm like, this is so strange.
I don't want to give this to y'all.
Why do you want this information?
It's in DocuSign, and they hack everything but what needs to be hacked.
It's just some damn student loans.
Okay.
Hack that.
Anyways.
Hack that.
What can't you wrap your head around?
I'm kind of simple this week. I can't wrap my head around plus size clothing being a little bit extra.
Do tell.
Yeah, because I'm actually sick of this shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Shocker. Plus size woman here. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But I find that like when I'm like shopping for clothes, it could be like say this pair of jeans is like extra $5 or something like that.
Right.
And it's like,
why?
What do you mean by that?
So like a size 14,
yes.
And now I want a 16, and I gotta pay an extra $10.
Yeah, like I don't like that. Like that all the extra money I have to pay for like period products, which is called the paint tax. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. It's called the paint tax.
Girl.
All the extra money, like I was watching something and this lady was like, she just started buying her daughter like boy clothes because it would be like the same shit but cheaper.
That's real.
I'm not you know what I'm saying? Like it could be like the shirt could be like I love mom, but it's in pink and it's $12. But then if it's in blue, it's like $7. The
right.
fuck? What are we doing here?
Right.
Like all this because I'm a girl. Like I am literally tired of the I don't know. Is it misogyny within like?
I think it is
within shopping. Like that's so weird.
And everything. I think you're onto something. It's just misogyny and everything.
Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
We scoff like we be like, the girls online be like, yo, maintenance is expensive. Like, no, girl, when I tell you I struggled this week to get an appointment to get my hair braided, I went back and forth between so many girls. Yeah. And it's just like
and
I'm about to start rocking a baldy.
This is why I be like, when sometimes I be like, you be like, especially like now when you talking to a dude, you be like, well, she gotta have her toes done, her feet done. I'm like, all the time? All the time? Are you giving up the money?
Look at this.
Listen.
You see this?
That's real.
I'm embarrassed, but see this?
I will keep my eyebrows done.
I do need to get
I keep my eyebrows done for the most part. But like all the time, like they don't realize that that's a lot of money, yo.
And then be scoffing like, well, I'm not paying for it. Then you need to shut the.
You gonna have to shut the hell up, and I mean immediately.
It'd be so funny. I do see like they be joking around like, yeah, slide her $200 for her for her nails and her toes, and be like $200 a lot. Like no, it's not.
Yeah, no.
Because a premium pedicure, you talking about 65. That's a premium.
That's a premium.
One that. They might sing you a song with it. That's why it's an extra $85. It's $85 versus $45 or $35.
Come with the little hot stones, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can go get rocks outside and put them in my stove and put them in my legs for free. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, and then you got to get a fill in, eyebrows. It's a lot.
Maintenance is a lot.
And the girls that be getting the lashes.
Can I say something?
Yes, you sure can. Because I'm pretty sure I'm about to agree with you.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Everybody was mad at Alicia Keys when she went makeupless and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe she was onto something.
I mean, I don't really think she went all the way makeupless.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Oh, I do.
No.
Looking in, like, I looked at photos when she had her makeup and when she was going through that, I was like, oh.
She's not getting a full beat, but I don't think she's walking out the house with nothing on.
Oh yeah, like we
Yeah.
said, no makeup, not no
Yeah,
skin,
yeah,
not no
yeah.
skincare.
No, I think she's doing like she might be doing like a tinted moisturizer. I think she's doing.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she's doing a blush of something.
I feel that.
She's warming up the skin for sure. I don't think she's raw dogging it.
Warming.
Yeah, I don't think she's raw dogging Earth like that.
Yo,
I don't think she's raw dogging. The public like that. I'm sorry, I don't believe
shit.
it. But yeah, that's it. Just being a woman is exhausting. Give us a fucking break.
I feel you. I really do feel you.
Yeah.
For the first time, I'm gonna not have my nails done for my birthday because we got the bachelorette trip coming up, but because I'm so conditioned, I am a slave to acrylic, and I'm okay with it. But I took these off. I was gonna get my nails done this week, but my nail tech is out of town. So I have this. There's one girl that I follow that I'm like, as like a backup. But I never looked at her rules. You ever like find somebody and you realize why you're sticking with your nail tech? When I say I hope Luxurious sees this, like I have so much fucking respect for you because my girl is so simple. My girl be like, make your appointment.
This is why I don't have one of these. This is why I don't have one because every time I've like gone even just like to find somebody to do my hair, it's always these really wild. I don't know how y'all are doing this. I don't know how the girls are constantly doing this.
Oh, it's easy when you have consistent. Like I go to the same girl.
Yeah.
I showed what we getting today. I want this done.
Right.
You pay your money. See you next month.
Right.
But everybody else, like there's one girl you want me to bring you the hair 48 hours in advance. You want me to do this. You want me to do that. And I'm like, what happened to just washing and blow drying my hair to come and have you part it and grease it and do what has to be done? Like what happened to that?
They don't do that no more.
What happened to that?
No. I'm good.
I don't
I
understand.
would literally rather learn how to do my own nails than have to.
Listen, my friend hit me up and was like, what do you know about press-ons? And I was like, girl, I'm a slave to acrylic. I don't know. I was being very honest.
Listen, I've got a little playlist on TikTok of like how to do the press-ons and all that stuff like that.
Oh, I'm gonna send you this one. There's I guess she's a beauty influencer. I guess you want to call her that. And I watched her do her own press-on. I was like,
yeah, girl,
shooketh, but I can't do that.
You can.
I don't want to. So
and there you go. And that's
I
real.
admit I love getting my nails done. That is self-care for me.
Sure.
So I am really struggling right now. I do have something going on this weekend, so I actually did order press-on nails.
Okay.
Because I refuse, even though he was talking about just get a manicure. Like, have we met? Oh my God. You know who you about to marry. Cut it out.
Oh my God.
Cut it out. That's unacceptable.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yes, once I get the press-ons.
Jesus Christ.
And then
I bought some press-ons too, and I was like, I don't even know why I bought them. They cute though.
I'm gonna take that. They gonna serve its purpose, and after that,
they don't never stay on. They don't never stay on.
I feel that.
So yeah. Alrighty.
We are actually almost done with all 50 states.
Yay! I need to edit these.
So we gotta get
I
those
don't know
out.
where I'm at. I don't even know what letter we on it.
Well, right now we're on. Okay, so what we're talking about is our new segment, Bussin' Ballots. Okay, we are coming towards the end of the 50 states. So today we're going to talk about Tennessee, Texas, and Utah. Shockingly enough, these aren't as bad, especially with Texas.
Yeah.
Which I was very shocked about. I was like,
interesting.
This all you got?
Interesting. Okay, I can't wait to hear.
So, all right. So we're going to go over to Tennessee. So Tennessee's issue right now is bail money. There's a whole legislation that's going on that it has something to do with bail, okay? So right now, a federal lawsuit is challenging their new bail law, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the bill in question is Tennessee House Bill 1719. So I'm going to read this. So legal advocates have just filed a federal lawsuit in Shelby County Sheriff's Office alleging that a new Tennessee law targeting repeat offenders is unconstitutional. So supporters of the bill, supporters say the law will help reduce the will reduce the number of violent reoffenders being released from jail. But critics like another advocacy who argue that the new law violates the 14th Amendment. So, okay.
Okay.
Hold on. So let me actually look at like what the bill is, because that's not really telling us what that means. Okay. All right. Let me just get okay. So first of all, this is something that happened. The governor of Tennessee's governor signed this bill into law back in April.
Oh shit.
So here we go. Can I just get a simple
Like what it is?
definition? It's not giving me one. Okay, and this just goes back to journalism. So basically, I think what's happening is this bill is, the bill will actually stop people from granting for reoffenders to have bail. So basically what's happening is, if you go to jail the first time, you make bail, you go through your process, you're fine. Then your dumb ass goes back out there and robs somebody again.
Okay.
You go back into jail, that's it. You're not getting bail.
Oh,
You're going to go through a whole trial. You're going to go through the whole process.
Damn.
So now, advocacy groups like ACLU are saying like that's unconstitutional. You can't just target reoffenders like that. But lawmakers are saying, actually, we're just trying to keep criminals off the streets. Right.
I see both sides.
I do too. My issue. Okay, wait. Which side on the of the courtroom am I on right now? Okay. The state of Sherrill argues that the bill actually will keep repeat offenders off the streets, because if like I said, if you're robbing somebody, you go to jail the first time, hopefully you learn your lesson, you don't go back out there and do it again. Then you do it again. So the citizens, of the city that you're in are like, oh my God, there's a robber in town. Oh my God, there's a rapist in town.
Right.
Things like that. But advocacy groups are saying, but what about people like for failure to pay child support?
Yeah.
Because you just lost your job. What happens to somebody who, I don't know, it's protesting? What happens to that? What happens to them? If somebody's protesting for a greater good, you shouldn't have to. They're not a threat. Right. They're not a threat to the society. They're not a threat to the streets. So
is it anybody that gets arrested that this bail thing falls on under?
That I have to,
because like certain states are like trying to make like protesting like illegal now. So depending on which state you're in, let's say Tennessee seems like it would be one of those states to make protesting illegal. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So if protesting is illegal, then yeah, I'm gonna have to get bond to get out. But then if I'm a repeat offender, then I have to go through a whole entire court case.
Yeah.
So I think in certain circumstances, I get it. In others, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. But then again, this is what we talk about when we're saying like, so it's either the laws are very thoroughly fleshed out,
Facts.
or they're like very shallow, and it's like.
That's what our friend at the mall was talking about. Literally, that's what he was talking about.
Y'all, we met this guy at the mall who. We're going to have him on the show eventually. Soon come.
His story needs to be told.
Absolutely it does. But yeah, I don't know. No one like having family members who have been to prison multiple times.
Right. Same.
Could it have helped? In certain cases, yes. Could it also be a hindrance though? Yeah. Yes. So I don't know.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
And from my understanding, there's a lot of legislation across state lines where this is an issue. I do believe that is in Georgia. Yeah. I also believe it's also. I believe that there's legislation in Louisiana. So this is an ongoing thing about cashless or having no bail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to cash, because you got a rich person that like, oh yeah, I can give you $10,000 to bail you out, Right. But but with this law, they're really talking about, forget that cash. Like it would be like your house now. Damn. As a collateral. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just, don't get me started on that.
Because then that gets into gentrification, and now we have a problem.
Right, because if that person literally can't afford it,
oh no, I don't like that.
It could be a lien on your house. You know what I'm saying? All that shit can happen.
I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Well.
Wow.
Welp.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Nope.
So Tennessee, y'all figure it out. Shout outs to the ACLU and some of the other advocacy groups that are, just doing the work. So we're gonna move over to Texas. Who? Guess what Texas is about? Just guess.
Abortion?
No.
Oh.
I know, right?
LGBTQ?
No.
Guns?
No. Migrants.
Oh.
But they're blaming. They're using unfortunately, they're using the senseless killer of a girl to push tougher migrant laws. Something that Georgia did a couple months ago. Remember
Jesus
that?
Christ.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Family members of a 12-year-old Houston girl who police say was killed by two Venezuelan men who entered the U.S. illegally. I want to go back to the sentence. Who police say. That doesn't mean that that's the case, okay?
Gotcha.
Was killed by two Venezuelan men who entered the U.S. illegally. That they are supporting legislation that would severely limit the ability of federal immigration authorities to release immigrants they detain.
Repeat that one more time?
So the family is supporting legislation that would severely limit the ability of federal immigration authorities to release migrants they detain. So basically they were like, oh, maybe two at a time. Maybe we'll release just one and a kid. Maybe, instead they're releasing, unfortunately, that's the GOP's whole thing about these migrants. Like, you're just dumping hundreds of people into these countries. This legislation from Texas is saying it would limit federal immigration authorities to release the immigrants they detain. So there'll also be limits on what the officers can do, or federal investigators or authorities, whatever.
I think I'm still kind of confused.
So I'm going to keep reading.
Okay.
The proposed legislation runs counter to what migrant rights groups advocate. Wait, what? Who wrote this? The proposed legislation runs counter to what migrants' rights groups advocates a move away from detention, with one such advocate calling the measure an effort to bloat the immigration enforcement system and to demonize immigrant communities. This doesn't make any... I don't know. This doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so back to the law, though. So federal officers can decide who they want to release, which migrants they want to release?
That's what it sounds.
Isn't that already what it is, though?
I don't know. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Here's a little bit more for my media people out there who write stories. Who, what, when, get to it. This piece that I'm about to read should have been at the top of the story.
Damn.
Okay, sorry. Shout outs to JOMC. If detained immigrants are released, they would be subject to continuous GPS monitoring and have a nightly curfew, and any violation of the terms of their release would result in immediate deportation. Okay, so then I stand corrected. This has nothing to do with, well, not that has nothing to do, but this is more so putting limits on the migrants once they are released.
Yes.
So, because this victim's family, along with senators like Ted Cruz, are saying, well, if we had these GPS tracking, if there was a curfew, stuff like, unfortunately, Jocelyn would still be alive. So, according to, this is what happened to Jocelyn, unfortunately. I mean, they are Venezuelan nationals, Johan whatever, and Franklin whatever, have been charged with capital murder in the death of Jocelyn Nagare, whose body was found in a creek on June 17th after she disappeared during a walk to a convenience store. It was concluded that she was strangled. According to this article, Beaumont Enterprise, the two men entered the United States illegally early this year on separate occasions near El Paso. They were arrested by the U.S. Border Patrol, but later released with orders to appear in court at a later date. Okay, so that's making sense to me. Yes. Their release came through ICE's Alternatives to Detention program, which allowed detained immigrants to be freed while their immigration cases are pending. ICE uses GPS monitoring, phone calls, and a phone app to monitor them and ensure that they make their court appearances. So there's no GPS on just where they are right now.
Right.
So that's what this legislation would push. You need, they need to have GPS at all times.
But they wouldn't have had GPS on them when they got detained at the border because they hadn't killed the girl yet.
Correct. This is only, so they're saying ICE only checks, okay, your court date is on August 8th. I don't need to know where you are. I only need to know where you are on August 8th to make sure that you get in this country. I mean, to make sure that you're in court.
Right.
This legislation is like, no. Once you get that ankle bracelet on, it's almost like, what they do to people on house arrest.
So are they wanting to put GPS people on anybody coming through the border?
Mm-hmm. Any of the migrants that come through the border.
Who the fuck can afford all these tracking devices?
Well,
Who's affording all of these tracking devices?
So after she died, Senator Ted Cruz and U.S. Representative Troy Nehls, both Republicans, introduced legislation called the Justice for Jocelyn Act. It would prevent federal authorities from releasing a detained immigrant if there are open beds available at a detention center. But this doesn't work because you're so what are you killing people in these detention centers? Because how do beds just become free all of a sudden?
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I'm confusion with this. I don't think that they're just, all they hear is migrants and all the racism.
They're just going to pack a whole bunch of people in there like sardines. They
that's
don't
what I'm
care
saying.
about beds.
That doesn't make any sense.
They don't care. Once you get in a system like that, they do not care about your humanity. So I just don't see that being a good.
I knew they were going to tie that to this. There was a case in Georgia. Hope Riley was also, a Venezuelan man was also arrested in Georgia, accused of killing a nursing student, I remember. And I remember when Marjorie Taylor Greene had Justice for Hope or something like that. I'm sorry, Justice for Lakin. And it was a whole... And shirt she had on at the State of the Union address, she had on that... Yeah.
That was the girl who went running, right?
No, she was a nursing... Well, I don't know if she went running. I just know she was a nursing student. I think it was
some white girl. She got killed while she was on a run.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah.
So... that's what's going on in Texas. I just feel like that's the only thing that Texas lawmakers talk about is migrants and abortion and black people with hair.
Damn.
You're not focused on getting does Houston have power yet?
That's a great question. I honestly don't know.
I'm just, what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that I feel like.
That's a great question.
You feel me?
Yes.
I just feel like those are the things that needs to be talked about. Like, I get the issue with migrants, especially in Texas. I can understand that. However, do something about it. I don't know.
That's a great question.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all I had to say about that.
Yeah, that's a great question.
And last but certainly not least, yes, Utah. We are talking about abortion because what else is there to talk about
in Utah? Cornfields?
No, I don't think.
Oh, is it potatoes?
No, that's Idaho.
Damn. You know what? I don't know. What does Utah have to offer?
Salt Lake City, but
that's a Mormon. Isn't Utah like a Mormon?
Big Mormon state.
Okay.
Big.
And of course, we're talking about abortion then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God. So Utah's near total abortion ban to remain blocked until a lower court assesses its accountability. I'm sorry, if it's constitutional or not. Ooh, big ass words. Sorry. A total abortion ban will remain on hold in Utah after the state Supreme Court ruled that the law should remain blocked until it's ruled unconstitutional or not. Some Democrats have cheered the decision. That means which means that abortion will, at least for now, remain legal up to 18 weeks until another state law that has served as a fallback with abortion rights have been thrown into the limbo. So I want to read that again.
Yeah, because I'm okay.
So to keep the total, so keyword, the total abortion ban. Mm-hmm. That's what Utah is pushing. They want a complete ban.
Right.
But the lower court said, hold on. Mm-hmm. We got to figure out if this is constitutional or not. So in the meantime, abortion will still remain legal up to 18 weeks.
Okay.
So you can get an abortion at 18 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
So there is somewhat hope because they're really trying to put, you cannot come here to get an abortion because what's happening in their neighbor of Idaho, a lot of women have fled the state of Idaho, which does have a complete abortion ban from coming
to Utah.
Yeah, they're fleeing Utah. I mean, they're fleeing
Idaho.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yep. The law that remains on hold would prohibit abortions except in cases where the mother's life is at risk or there is a fatal fetal abnormality. A separate state law passed last year which allows abortion up to 18 weeks of pregnancy in cases of rape or incest.
Even when they have those little caveats, it's like, if it's for the mothers,
Yeah.
I don't believe them to be following it. Like,
Yeah.
they're still be like, no.
Yeah.
I don't trust the government enough
I
to
feel
be
that.
like, okay, well, she might die if she gives birth to this baby. So
Yeah.
No, I don't trust the government enough.
I don't blame you.
No, I just don't see it happening. And it's just not trust. I don't trust it at all. I don't trust it as far as I can throw it. No.
I believe you. Well, that's all we got for Bussin' Ballots, which is enough.
That is enough. God damn.
That is enough.
That is good and enough.
But what's not enough is you not knowing who to vote for in November.
That's real.
Okay?
God damn.
So you know where you need to go.
Yeah.
Ballotpedia.org. Continue to come to Headwraps and Lipsticks. Continue to have your friends tell another friend to tell another friend to subscribe to your favorite podcast.
Period.
Because that's also not enough. You still need to register to vote.
Yeah. And a couple of states, I think Houston's voter registration list was purged. So
Wow.
we talked about this, I think, last election season.
Yeah.
Continue to check on your registration. I need to go and check on mine.
Same.
Because,
Yeah.
they doing it, and the last thing you want to do is pull up to the spot like you was registered. And they're like, I don't see you on the list. That should be illegal.
I would fight you.
Purging registration, that should really be illegal.
I don't know how it's not.
You know what? I'm about to be a lawmaker. I'm tired of this.
I'm telling you.
I'm about to be on somebody's senator or something. I'm about to be somebody's cussing senator.
I'll be a lawyer.
Yeah, she'll be my lawyer. I'm gonna be the cussing senator. They be like, Senator Sierra True up there cussing again, dropping the F-bomb. Cause yes, the fuck I am.
I'll be the worst lawyer. Like her lawyer put out a statement. She said what she said.
Yeah, listen, cause I am tired of this shit.
Any questions?
Cause why is this even a thing? This should be illegal. Anyway, don't get me started.
No, I hear you.
Okay. We ready to get into some political politics?
I
I
just
mean,
don't understand
political. What the fuck am I saying?
I got what you meant. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so my iPad really wants to act like a fuck ride.
It's okay. I got the list here. We're gonna get into our trending politics.
Jesus.
Kamala Harris has picked her VP. Surprise, surprise. It was nobody on our list.
Yeah, I think we put him at like number 4 or 5 because we had our top 3.
Yeah, he wasn't on my list at all.
Oh, damn.
Never even, literally.
That's
Who is this
crazy.
white man?
Well, I'll tell you exactly who he is. So our VP candidate is Tim Walz.
Tim Walz.
Walz. And he is the Democratic governor of the state of Minnesota. Okay. I actually favorited a couple of facts about him.
Oh, okay.
Because
fun.
I thought it was,
He's been all up and down my timeline all day today.
Listen.
The people are excited about him.
We're being educated about him as well. Okay, so these are some of the policies that he signed into law into Minnesota. Universal school meals, stronger labor protections, cannabis legalization, stronger LGBTQ plus protections, paid leave and sick leave, 100% clean energy by 2030. Reproductive rights, $1 billion for public housing, gun safety, and he cut child poverty by 1/3. I believe he's also he's a military person and a former school teacher.
Yeah.
So, he also, hold on, there was something else that he did. He also signed Beyonce Day. Yeah.
And he signed something about Prince something. He did something for Prince as well. And, and
Purple Rain Day or something?
Something, and signed it with purple ink. So.
Oh, I like this guy. He's cool.
Sherelle is sold.
That's cool.
He signed it in purple ink. So, lots of pictures of him with puppies and stuff and people loving on him.
He looked like somebody cool uncle.
Yeah.
The corny uncle. But it's like, wow, this guy's really cool.
So he seems to be, a pretty decent guy. Like I said, I don't know anything about him. something to look into him. But
I listened to a couple of his interviews. I was listening earlier today. He seems very progressive. He seems like when he does get like tongue tied or whatever, he might curse you out. Like, y'all know what God said. Like, y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And hey.
Okay. Well, we got to talk about your boy Shapiro, because there was a lot of stuff that came out last minute, which I think obviously is the reason why he didn't get picked.
Yeah. I wrote a story on this yesterday. I don't even know, early this week or last week. So, Pennsylvania's Governor Josh Shapiro is being hit with covering up some sexual harassment claims that were within his own office. And it was at the hands of one of his former top aides. So a lot of women's groups were really pushing for Kamala Harris not to pick Shapiro because they were saying women are not going to feel safe, under, as VP. A couple other people were saying that he is not going to be too keen on being second place. They're like, he has a little bit of an ego. So
I also heard that he has like some where he stands, I guess, like on the Palestine-Israel thing. Like he's apparently he's been in like support of IDF soldiers before. So
Jesus.
Yeah,
But it's crazy. I feel like if we're gonna be very transparent, I feel like all politicians, from being an alderman all the way to president of the United States, I kind of feel like when it comes to the Israel-Palestine situation, I feel like everybody is like this. I really feel like they all are, because I'm pretty sure one really feels like, oh hell no, but like because I'm here, I have to be. So I'm over here. Everybody else is telling me to be here. So unfortunately, I have to be right here.
I think also though, because they want to make sure that they're keeping that youth vote, they had to make that decision because the youth are not pro-Israel at all. Yeah. So I mean, you gotta play the game the way you gotta play the game. Yeah. So
they've already made up songs for him on social media.
For
what's the song about
Tim Walz or
Tim Walz?
Walz.
Harris Walz. So that's our hashtag. Harris Walz 2024. What's the song by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys?
To the window, to the wall?
Yeah. Get it? From the Timdo to the walls. Get it? Oh. Yeah, there's been some interesting things come, but the consensus I got from social media was kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
like, sure.
It's like, hey, you know what, Auntie? If you like him, we love him.
Right.
We was gonna vote for you anyway. So
yeah,
because we'd be damned if we have JD Vance. But I will say this, just from some of the clips that I have seen of Vice President nominee Tim Walz, is I don't think JD Vance stands a chance against him on the debate stage. While we're on the topic of JD Vance real quick, can we kind of move on from the childless cat lady situation with him?
Oh, I'm still seeing the couch memes of him fucking.
Can we move on from both of them? We have other things we can get his ass on. We can get his ass on. Let's move on. Like, enough.
He's racist.
Right. That's what we should be talking about.
Right.
Okay. The fact that when he got the call from Vice President, what's that orange pill name? Trump, that he was going to be his candidate. He literally told his son to shut the hell up because his son kept bothering him.
Oh shit.
Like, I'm on the phone with President Trump. Like, shut the hell up or something like that. Like,
oh. He said it to his son?
He sure did.
Damn.
Like, how, I mean, that should have been a sign. Like, damn, this supposed to be some shit.
It's going to be some shit either way.
Yeah. That would have been, if I was JD Vance, I'd be like, you know what?
It's a shit show.
I don't think I should do this. Well, welcome.
Congrats, Walz.
Yeah.
I have to learn how to say your name because I want to put that T in there so bad. Did you see that tweet where somebody like used the screenshot where they was telling Bush that and they were like, the blacks to start putting the T in the walls. Because I have definitely been calling that man Waltz.
Oh, look, the boomer's about to be insane.
Oh yeah, his name's gonna be fucked up.
My mom and my aunt alone.
Yeah, listen, his name's gonna be fucked up.
My aunt refuses to say laptop. So she says lab top.
Oh my God.
My mom will say like, oh, you kicking me to the curb. Like she'll say curve instead of a curb.
Oh man.
You get what I mean? So like,
I can't even front. There are ones I've messed up before too. I don't know what they are right now.
She calls it Etsy,
Etsy.
It's Etsy.
My godmother calls it Chipotle. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's different.
I'd be like Chipotle.
Chipotle. You know what? It's okay. She from Philly?
She is from Philly.
Yes, you got that Philly accent. It's certain words that
I
like,
don't know, dog.
we can't say,
You
y'all can't
know,
say.
I don't know.
But, you know, we support you,
Yeah,
Vice President
Tim
Harris.
Walz.
Yeah.
Whew.
Uncle Walz.
I want to put a T in there so bad.
Yeah, it's a Waltz. Yeah, why is
Walz.
that?
Walz.
I don't know.
Yeah. What do you got here? Byron Donalds get checked by George S.
So, of course, it's like when I say his name, he manifests. Because he was going for a minute, right?
Yeah,
and then as soon as Trump was coming under fire for Kamala's ethnicity in that NABJ shit show, oh, let's bring out the token black.
Oh my God.
Well, he appeared on ABC this week.
Oh,
I'm sorry, is it what's the name of the show? What is the name of the show?
You got a clip?
I do. I sure do.
Send it to me.
I'm sorry. ABC this week. I'm such a nerd. And it comes on Sunday mornings, and it's more of a political show. So George Stephanopoulous, who one covers half of the breaking news stories of our time, as well as used to serve in the Clinton administration, so he knows a thing or two about politics.
Right.
He read Byron Donalds for filth during this interview. It got kind of intense. It was actually pretty interesting to see that.
That has us on the verge of World War III. That is Kamala Harris's record. President Trump talks about that frequently, but yes, he did mention it in Chicago in response to a question from Rachel Scott.
And you just repeated the slur again. If it doesn't matter, why do you all keep questioning her identity? She's always identified as a black woman. She is biracial. She has a Jamaican father and an Indian mother. She's always identified as both. Why are you questioning that?
Well, George, first of all, this is something that's actually a conversation throughout social media right now. There are a lot of people who are trying to figure this out. But again, that's a side issue, not the main issue. The main issue.
Sir, 1 second. You just did it. You just did it again.
Of the United States.
Why do
George,
you insist on questioning her racial identity?
You want me to talk?
I want you to answer my question.
George, now that you're done yelling at me, let me answer. He talked about it on the stage yesterday in Atlanta for 2 minutes? He spent more than 35, 40 minutes going after her record, talking about how radical of a senator that she was. She was the most liberal senator in the United States, in the United States Senate. That is a fact. He talked about the job that she did as vice president of the United States, a job, I will add, which has been a failure for the American people. I know you guys like to glom on to this that he talks about in jest or in a serious manner for about a minute or so, but what you do not cover is the litany of failures of Kamala Harris. That's what you're not covering, George.
So questioning somebody's racial identity for a couple minutes is okay?
George, I'm going to tell you again, he brought it up. AP is the one that wrote the headline when she first came in to the United States Senate. Didn't talk about her being black, talked about her being the first Indian American senator. AP brought that up. I mean, George, we could have this conversation for the entire segment, but none of this matters to the American people. What matters to the American people is, are we going to have the same policies of the Biden-Harris administration that has been destructive of the American people, or are we going to have the policies of the Trump administration, which put America first, had low inflation, prosperous Americans, no matter your race, no matter your color, no matter your creed, and a foreign policy that kept America safe? Those are the facts that truly matter, because this issue is going to come and go. The lives of the American people is what's going to remain, and that's what matters more than anything else.
If it doesn't matter, I don't understand why you keep on repeating it, why the president keeps on repeating it, why those introducing the president yesterday
George,
keep on
actually,
repeating
I'm
it.
not the one who keeps repeating it. George, you're the one that's bringing it up now. That's you.
You've done it,
I understand why
sir.
you
You've done it.
up.
You've done it 3 times. Every single answer you gave me. Now let me finish, sir.
George,
every single answer you gave, he repeated the slur.
You asked me, George. That's why I'm pushing back on you now. George, you asked me the question 3 times. I responded, but I'm.
And every single time you repeat the slur. That is exactly my point. You simply can't say that it's wrong.
George, so then what you're saying, and I want to get off this topic because it's not the only thing that's going on. But George, now you're saying that AP is the one that slurred Kamala Harris, because those are the facts. You can go to the internet and look at the clips, George, if you want to, or we can talk about this now. I prefer to talk about the future of our country, because the American people are struggling. The American people do need serious policy decisions to be made, and they need serious leadership on the world stage. Kamala Harris has not proven that she can do that. Donald J. Trump has proven that he can do that.
AP did not say that Kamala Harris is not black. She is biracial. She is Indian. She is black. You continue to repeat the fact that you continue to repeat the slur. I don't understand why you and the president do it, but it's clear you're not going to say that it's wrong. And you've now established that for our audience. Trump also said at the convention that he would pardon January 6 rioters.
Everybody look for themselves. Let's move on.
I've already said that. Go ahead.
Internet, everybody. Let's move on. There we go.
So, go on and repeat the slurs again.
I feel it's my fault. I manifested him last week.
So this is him coming up after the NABJ.
This happened. Yep, this happened on Sunday, August 4th.
Byron said that that Trump spent 45 minutes talking about all of the things that Kamala.
Yeah, last week, Kamala Harris had a rally in Atlanta, and then Trump had a rally in Atlanta. So during that rally, he was put. So outside of the NABJ convention debacle, he also went to Atlanta and was spouting the same rhetoric. But Byron Donalds is saying, oh yeah, no, he only mentioned that for like a second. That was literally his entire rally. He was talking about her.
This is the same shit they did with Obama.
Yeah.
With the whole birth, I need to see the birth certificate now.
Yep.
And is he really from there? Is she really, nah.
You know what's even better when you bring that up? The fact that, remember Omarosa, y'all? She was on Trump's Apprentice, and then she was the token black woman in the White House at the time.
Yep.
Then she quit because she realized that she was bugging, she was only hired there to be black. There was a whole panel discussion on CNN with Omarosa, Laura Coates, and I'm drawing a blank on the other three that were there. But
I saw this.
You saw that clip?
I think I did.
She actually accused Trump of being facetious with...
And racist.
Yeah, and racist, but there was a book where he claimed to be Swedish when he's really German.
Shit, you are absolutely right. Let me see if I can find it.
I think it's from 1989 or something like that.
But I know exactly the clip that you're talking about. And the lady was like, well, why, if you knew all of this, why did you... Because it's a sound that's going viral on TikTok. People are using it.
Maybe it'll resonate with me. Hold on.
Where is that? No, I know exactly.
We live on two different sides of TikTok, low-key.
Yeah, clearly. Okay,
We do.
She's looking at dogs and shit.
I do. Slime sounds.
Omarosa. What's her name? Omarosa. Come on, Omarosa, man. I got the full name out here, too, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, that ethnicity came out after she,
Listen.
Okay.
Do you know, sidebar while I'm looking for this, do you know she used to be engaged to...
Yep, Michael Clark Duncan.
Cannot believe it!
Yeah. They was, for a minute, too. They was together for a while.
Here it is. Found it.
Well, I think I probably know Donald better than anyone on this panel. Forgive me if anyone thinks differently. But I recall in his book, The Art of the Deal, Laura, when Donald Trump identified himself as Swedish, right? Because he didn't want to acknowledge that his father was German and his mother was Irish, and he thought that that would play better to those who were patronizing his businesses. So can we call the question his past of self-identifying as first Swedish, then German, and then Irish whenever it's convenient? Donald doesn't know the difference between ancestry and race. He doesn't want to know the differences, nor does he understand the nuances of how people self-identify. And so I believe that that's disqualifying for him. And when he mispronounces her name, Laura, he does it as a slur. He does it intentionally to harm her, to make people see the otherness of Kamala Harris. And so I posed a question to Bruce when he says, oh, at some point she identified as this, and at some point she identified as this. Are you going to hold Donald Trump to the fire for identifying himself as Swedish, even though he has no Swedish roots, in his best-selling book, The Art of the Deal, Bruce?
Okay, that didn't have what I thought it would have, but I don't trust her either.
I don't...
Bitch, you sold yourself out for for basically a fish plate, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Put some pot sauce on it. Give me some white bread. I don't trust her either.
But no, deadass.
All of a sudden now he's racist and he doesn't know. See, bitch, you've been working with him literally for decades at this point.
This is always about to sound real. I don't want to say. I'm not saying this to sound misogynist or to push anybody's trauma aside. But stuff like that pisses me off, especially in politics. So you know all these things about this person. They're horrible things. And then all of a sudden, now that that person is in the limelight, now you want to talk about things that we could have got rid of this person years ago.
Literally.
I don't understand why that happens. This is not me covering up Josh Shapiro, but all this stuff that happened under his leadership, why are you just now saying something about it?
Correct.
Would this have come up? And this is just like, you are accusing him of silencing somebody, and you're literally you silenced a victim years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding it.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't make it on the short list of VP nominees, would this have come out? If Donald Trump if he ever became president, would this come out?
Because you already knew all of this information.
So you knew all this from a book that came out when he wasn't even.
Yeah. And you still decided to work,
Right.
not only be on the show, but then also be a part of his cabinet at one point.
Yeah, like we get you on the show because you're not the only one that applied to be on that show.
Yeah.
But then you have, I know she has a certain record. I think she was a lawyer or something at a time. But it's like, you knew about all this stuff because you was behind the scenes with him, and then you accepted. I don't even know what position you accepted in the White House.
Yep.
That even sounded made up just for you to, just to have a black woman walking around the Oval Office. Girl, bye.
Yeah, I don't trust. I mean, I get what she's saying, but I don't trust nothing she's saying.
Girl, bye.
Like, I'm good on that, girl. But I mean, thanks, I guess.
So that's how I feel that, like, that's what Byron Donalds be talking about. Like, is you just, I know that, like, family dinners and stuff got to be difficult with him because, like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even, hey, that's your uncle? Hell no. I'm not claiming that dude.
He probably don't be going to the black side of his family.
You sound crazy.
I would be like, do not come in my house with this.
No, dead ass.
You're not invited to dinner.
Ever. You sound crazy.
And you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing the family.
I don't
You're
understand.
embarrassing the family name.
But what else is an embarrassment is that after that NABJ debacle, Rachel Scott, the one that held Trump accountable, at least that's how I made it in my headline.
The only one, really.
The only one that was holding Trump accountable on that stage, she's actually getting death threats, unfortunately. NPR reported that she's been getting death threats over that nonsense, and it's really sad.
I'm not surprised, but I need the security. I need ABC to up the security on her.
Do something.
Because that ain't it. That is not it.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
She's a public figure.
Right. And so I'm sure she's probably having to, like, lay low for the most part right now. Because
There has to be some accountability for NABJ. Because y'all should have never allowed that to happen. I'm sorry.
Did you see, there was a clip of Joy-Ann Reid saying something. Damn, all these clips are coming to my mind now. I mean, because it was absolutely egregious.
That's crazy.
I won't go on my soapbox again, but we talked about that last week, and it was I'm just still disappointed, and have yet to hear about any of the board stepping down or resignation. Did anybody step down?
I think one person stepped down, like actually, and it's not a board member. She was basically like the co-chair of the convention. So
one person not enough. I need them. I need them to be. I need the NABJ whole board. We're hiring. Yeah. After that, so last week I also told y'all, I was telling Sis about how Roy Cooper, who's the governor of North Carolina, cannot leave the state because acting Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson is literally a fucking menace. And so I came across this video just so he could explain further how important it is that he keeps his ass here. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, though.
oh my God.
It's not even funny. It's actually not funny. But here we go.
There's no reason anybody anywhere in America should be telling any child about transgenderism, homosexuality, any of that filth. And yes, I called it filth.
Abortion in this country is not about protecting the lives of mothers. It's about killing a child because you aren't responsible enough to keep your skirt down.
I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
If I had all the power right now, let's say I was the governor, I had a will in legislature, we could pass a bill say you can't have an abortion in North Carolina for any reason.
Okay, joining us now is North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper.
I'm wondering if you could just expand upon this even more. So it is, in fact, true that you proactively told the Harris team that you did not want to be vetted for the reasons of the clips we just saw.
That certainly was part of the reason, Simone and Michael. And look, it's important for me to note, I am 100% behind Kamala Harris. She has to win, and we're going to do everything we can to win North Carolina. Yes, I did let the Harris campaign know early in the process that this was just not the right time for me or my state. We have one of these archaic constitutional provisions, I call them wagon wheel provisions, where when the governor leaves the state, the Constitution says the lieutenant governor becomes the governor. Now, there have been a number of court cases across the country in states that have had similar provisions. You would know why you would need it 150 years ago. But those courts have ruled that, no, with modern technology, with the governor being able to stay in touch, then that is not what it means. And when you think about it, it really doesn't make sense. If I'm testifying in front of Congress in Washington, or I'm recruiting a business in another state or another country, or I'm at an in-law's funeral out of state, it doesn't make any sense that the lieutenant governor would take over. But when I was in Japan on a trip, the lieutenant governor held a press conference, signed a proclamation honoring the state of Israel, I guess to make up for his anti-Semitic comments and for denying the Holocaust. But we believed that it was quite possible that if I were on the ticket as vice president, he could be doing something every week. And he may or may not be successful in doing it, but he would certainly cause a distraction that would be magnified times 10 because of what's happening at the presidential level.
Isn't that stressful as hell? Isn't that stressful as hell? My man can't even leave the fucking state because he is scared that fucking Tasmanian devil Mark Robertson is going to set some crazy shit in motion if he's acting as
that, like,
yeah.
That is,
yeah.
I don't know if I should be sad for him or thank. I don't know if I should be sad for him or thank him.
Yeah.
He messed me up when he said like an in-law's funeral in another state. So I can't even go to Christmas at my mother-in-law's house or cousin-in-law's house in Colorado.
Man done been trapped in North Carolina for
because this sectional is doing this bullshit.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Mark Robinson, the Martian, is trying to wreak havoc.
He looked like a Monstar.
For real.
Actually, that's a compliment. Never mind. Because those were iconic characters.
Trying to wreak havoc on North Carolina.
That is, yo.
Isn't that crazy?
That man is sick. That man is sick.
And you know the North Carolina they don't want to remove that old provisional.
And you know what? I guess in this situation, shout outs to North Carolina Constitution, because hell, I believe Roy Cooper 1,010%. That's insanity.
That's insane. He cannot leave. He can leave, but shit will go awry if he does.
He went to Japan one time and that shit happened.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrifying.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Boy.
Yes. Yeah. So no pressure.
We're gonna do the Roy at my wedding, like in his honor.
Oh, okay.
Remember that song?
I remember. We're gonna move right along. A couple of quick things. We better go across the pond really quick, yeah?
What happened?
We're going to across the pond.
Make sure I send this to my mom.
We're headed right over there. There has been a horrendous...
Cheerio.
Well, not very Cheerio of them now.
Yeah, at all.
So there has been a lot of protests, race riot protests happening in London right now at this point. A young man by the name of Axel
Rubenstein?
I don't know this man. I can't say this young man's name. I'll play a clip for y'all. Okay. But this young man, 17-year-old black boy, who has been charged with killing these 3 young girls at a Taylor Swift themed birthday party. He stabbed all of them. I'm gonna play the clips. I got 2 clips I want to play for y'all just so we can kind of like get an understanding of what exactly is going on and why there are race riots. Let me find the first clip. Hold on. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, here we go.
The 17-year-old accused of murdering 3 girls in Southport has been named as Axel Rudikabana. But why has his name been made public now when it was kept anonymous after he was arrested? Usually, suspects are only named when police charge them, not when they're arrested. And even then, they're only named if they're over 18. Anyone younger, no matter the crime, is automatically given anonymity unless a judge says otherwise. In this case, the judge made the rare move of lifting that legal restriction, calling it an exceptional decision. He said the main reason is that Rudikabana turns 18 on Wednesday. The judge went on to say that he hopes this decision will help to stop the spread of misinformation surrounding this case.
So the misinformation that's surrounding this case is that the young man who went on the killing spree is a Muslim. Now there have been a lot of like racial tensions in London. I've got opinions, but I'm going to give. I'm trying to like fast forward through this little clip to get to the point of like why there's racial tension in London right now in these race riots.
History lesson.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm sure you guys have heard, because what has happened is this has become, and now social media is doing what social media normally does. It spreads misinformation.
Here we go.
Because what has happened is this has become a very racist and very xenophobic issue, to the point where it's looking like there is going to be a somewhat semi-race war in the UK. Misinformation spread that the fact that the assailant was possibly an immigrant or migrant and he was Muslim. And because social media and the people who uses it doesn't really do too much research, a whole riot has started. Far-right groups have taken a hold of this issue where they are attacking random black and brown people for something they have nothing to do with. They're throwing things at the police. They're attacking police. If I'm not mistaken, I've even seen someone blow up a whole police station.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is how bad it's getting. This young man was not a migrant. He was not Muslim. He was born in Britain. He is British. Sadly, there is a hyphe issue in the UK, and mental issues is very prominent. But we don't know what was his reasoning for even doing this. There is no reason. And what should be a concern for everybody is that, especially here in the US, is that the way social media has been rampant this week. I mean, there's so many stories of people, or stories of just people making up stuff and then creating this rage in people. That is people just going nuts. And that is what's concerning about this, is that if this election that's coming up in November, if things doesn't go the way that some people feel that it should go, what is going to be the reaction? We are already on the brink of what looks like a civil war in this country, and I hate to say that. These 3 young ladies losing their lives should be the main focus from everyone, and finding solutions on how we can pick up on the signs of mental issues amongst people, because no sane person will go to a dance yoga party to go on live people. That's not a rational person. That's a very evil person that the signs were there and people just ignored it. We are dictated by people on social media that have their own agendas. I've seen time and time again of these warnings of we need to lower the temperature. But when you have a platform where people are making money and they're monetizing on people's rage, and they're using it as for their engagement, they would do anything. We live in an unstable society where money is the root, the lead cause for everyone to go ahead and do whatever they feel they need to do. And no one is thinking straight.
Yeah. So that's just like a bit of like backstory behind that.
That's so.
Yeah. We don't know. I don't know if that young man is like mentally going through something, why he would kill
clearly
3 girls, you know what I'm saying? But also we're coming up against now like this which has been very interesting watching it because I see so many Black British people talking shit about Black Americans, and now it's like, look at what you know, and a lot of Black British think that they're like better and smarter than us, and it's like you done all of this talking, and now your country doesn't even want to see you as, you have white people in your country who aren't even seeing you as a citizen because they don't think you should be there.
Correct. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a caveat. I think of like when it comes to like Black Americans, so you can't get rid of us.
Right.
And that's only because y'all really took everything from our ancestors.
Yeah.
We don't know where we come. We don't, and I say that we don't know where we come from in terms of Africa.
Right.
But we're American. Like you can't, like they can't like deny our citizenship like that.
Correct.
And so it's like all of this, it's an amalgamation of like nasty shit going on over there right now. And I feel terrible for the families of the 3 little girls. That's horrible. But then I feel bad for the Black and brown people who are getting like attacked in the street.
For absolutely no reason.
And getting like
over something you don't even know if it's true or not.
Telling you that you don't belong here. Even if you are born in Britain, they're telling you don't belong here because you're Black or brown. It's just, I don't know. I just think that's something that everybody should take a look into.
All facts.
And also like a cautionary tale, because what, you know, I didn't think about, like, what is it going to look like if Kamala does win? You know, these fucking weirdos been wanting to start a race war for a while. I know.
I can't.
I know. But, I mean,
I really can't.
These mugs been wanting to start a race war for a while now.
And a gender war.
Yeah. Amongst other things. So.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's insanity. That's insanity. Well, that's it for our
politics
our political trending topics. We only got like 2 things for the trending topics. So apparently singer Kehlani is in a cult, apparently, and that is because her child's father has filed for custody of their daughter.
Full custody?
Yeah. Of their daughter because they think that Kehlani is in a cult. Hold on, I was trying to find the article.
Damn.
And I don't know what I did with that. Hold on one second.
I saw like the clips and I saw some weird stuff on the internet, but again, I don't even know anything about Kehlani. I don't know none of her music. I don't follow her.
She just dropped an album.
That's great.
Yeah, but apparently she's in a cult and her child wants full custody because they think that the child is in would be a victim of sex abuse. Sexual abuse.
Christ.
She did release a statement regarding the allegations already. And she said, what has been published in the media over the past 24 hours is incredibly hurtful, inaccurate, inappropriate, and simply untrue. I wanted to take the time to ensure that I responded to these accusations from a calm and considered place rather than a reactive one. I did not strongly deny any claims that I had put my child in harm's way or left my child alone with anyone deemed dangerous or unsafe. I also do not align with any of the allegations made against my former religious community that have been slated in the media. So apparently they're calling it a cult, but she was saying that she's part of a former religious community. Or something
okay.
Like that. Yeah. I've always taken great care to ensure that my child remains protected and safe at all times. My child and my commitment to motherhood have always been my sole driving forces in this life and will always remain so. This is who I am and what I have always been focused on. Respect my privacy, blah, 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 blah. So... yeah, the claims have been really, really nasty. You know, I know they were saying, I think her child's father is gay. They were like best friends, so they wanted to have a baby together. You know, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but y'all shouldn't even. You just gonna believe some random man like, oh yeah, like Kehlani, right when she about to go on tour. Literally just released tour dates a week ago.
I can't say.
Now all of a sudden he wants. Now all of a sudden he wants full custody of a kid.
I can't say nothing for nothing because I do not follow. I don't know nothing about Kehlani.
I'm a fan of her music. I am a fan of her music for sure.
I don't even know none of her songs.
Wow.
No, I'm just.
Damn.
You know, I'm not like a music person.
That's true.
I don't know shit about her.
You gotta. Her stuff is.
I would recognize if I saw her on the street.
I feel that.
But
I feel that.
Somebody like sing a Kehlani song right now, or you're out of here.
Serial lover, serial lover.
I'm like, I'm out of here.
Damn. Pop the balloon. Pop.
Yo. I'm out. Can't even. Don't know, dog. I'm sorry.
That'd be so funny.
I'm out of here.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly, but certainly not least, we wanted to play you a clip.
This is some embarrassing shit.
Yeah.
When you find it, can you send it to me? Because I don't have it saved.
Sure. Look at this. The Fugees already canceled that tour. Oh.
Damn. Shocker.
Y'all dead ass buying tickets for that.
I'm not shocked.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not shocked.
Anyways, yeah, we just kind of wanted your opinion on this very odd wedding vow exchange. Yep.
We built this, boo. For real. Me and you. I wish I did it back then. But, you know, I just wanted you back. I just wanted to hit back then. I ain't gonna hold you. I seen you. I ain't gonna hold you. You walked on the boat 2009. I saw you. Little dark-skinned thing. And I'm like, yo, who was that? You know? But you know what? I usually crack a Tracy smile and they come running. You? It took time.
As it should.
It took real time.
It's quiet because
that would be me as her bridesmaid. Like, are we? Y'all ready to go? Like, cause
I know you not about to say I do. I know you're not about to say I do.
We're leaving.
I know you're not about to say I do. Did she say I do?
She didn't say anything. We didn't get that.
I wonder if she went along with it.
I wonder, so at the end you hear somebody say, as it should, because he said it took time, and she said, as it should. But we don't know if the bride said that, or if her mother said that, or one of the bridesmaids said that. We don't know if the pastor.
And niggas was laughing. I just wanted to hit niggas. Ain't nothing funny about that. See, y'all not, you know what? You know what? It could never be me, because I really would have acted up. I would have acted up. I would have been like, are you fucking curious?
I would have been like, time out, pause. Start that again.
Serious, Marcus?
Start that again. Try it again. Absolutely not. Not in front of, not when my parents are sitting here.
And you got this fucking purple suit on.
With this pastor standing here. Not you saying you just wanted to hit and be mad.
That's just, y'all.
That's not what we was doing.
I need y'all to practice discernment. You have,
Ooh, can we talk about it for a minute?
I understand wanting to be in love and be married, y'all.
Girl.
But I feel like the signs were there before she got down that aisle. You know what I'm saying? Like, there had to be something that was like, I really need y'all to practice discernment. Being in love is fantastic. I'm sure it is. But I just don't.
Yeah.
Don't fucking embarrass me. Like, you can't, ain't no walking away from, no, dog. You can't, I can't imagine being like, oh, he's so crazy.
Yeah, that's not, no.
No, what is happening?
Yeah. So for those that don't know what discernment was, we're going to have a little English lesson here, okay? Okay? Discernment is having some decorum. Discernment is having decorum, and for my younger audience, reading the room. That's really what discernment is, reading the room.
Yes.
If you know your girl's family is very prim and proper and things like that, and you know that she, even though she may be a little ratchet or he may be a little ratchet, deep down they like, not right now, you know, we'll handle that another time. You should catch the vibe. Like, instead of saying, I was just trying to hit, like, you could have said, you know, I saw that little brown thing, and I was just like, you know.
Fine.
You could have left it at, I was like, who was that?
Yo.
That is discernment. But going the extra mile of what you thought when you first saw a person, if it's not, wow, I really noticed her eyes. I noticed how she walked in the room.
Yo.
These are your wedding vows.
And
that's the stuff you say.
And you're saying to me, I just wanted to hit.
And look at me dead in my face saying that. While my people is standing right here.
Don't do that. Y'all niggas have no couth.
And again, it's like reading the room. Now, if everybody in the room knows that y'all vibe like that, like she was like, you know, she done told half her people that that's really what I wanted to do when I first met him. If that's the vibe y'all on, that's a different situation.
No, I'm actually not going to fall. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't, but I'm saying it's more acceptable. But if you know it's like...
I don't care if any of my friends did that. Don't do that at your fucking wedding.
I feel you.
Not while I'm up there, because I'm also representing you too when I'm up there.
Very true.
No.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
No, because now you're embarrassing me. Shit, my name on the program too. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Bitch, stand the fuck up. Stand up. Don't embarrass me, bitch. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Now these niggas think I'm fine and bobbing because that's what you doing. What Terrell. No.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a part of this union as well, damn it. Show me some respect, if nothing
No,
else.
I do feel that, though. You ever been in just an awkward where you like,
what?
what's going on here?
Now, why am I in it? Now, why am I in it? Fuck no.
No, for real. Like,
girl.
what's good with you?
Because none of her was like, sis, you want to handle this? You want me to handle this? What are we doing?
I'm literally going to play this clip for Brandon. Like, this is what we not going to do.
Absolutely fucking not.
Even though I know he would never say that, but I will say this. We discussed if we were going to write our vows or not. And he was like, because I'm a wordsmith.
Yes.
Like, you know, I hit you with some smooth shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's, not that he's not good with his words, but it might take him a little bit more.
Right.
And I'm like, but that's even more of the beauty of it. That just kind of shows the yin to the yang and all those different things.
Right.
But we're going to write them down. You can tell this dude was just thinking off the top of his dome. Like, you didn't take the time. And even if you were thinking off the top of your dome, you didn't take a second to think about the sentence that you're putting together in your head. Wordplay is a thing. It can either get you fucked up or it can get you where you need to be.
Right.
It's all about a play on words. That was totally unnecessary.
It was.
He could have stopped. He had no punctuation in between those sentences. He could have said straight up, I saw you that day. And I was like, wow, damn, who was that?
Right.
Cut.
Disgusted.
Cut.
Disgusted.
So y'all tell us what y'all think about that. Do you think that's acceptable?
It's
Do you
not.
think it's not? Because
It's not. It's not
I'm
acceptable.
very curious as to what y'all feel.
Hell no.
So you telling me and Brandon we can't do that?
No. Not when I'm up there.
Sierra
goddamn
will
it.
literally be like, get your
ass
ass up.
I surely will. What the fuck are we doing in here? Don't make me cuss in here.
Oh shit. Oh God. Was that it?
That was it. I believe that was it.
Hold on. I think. Oh, we were talking about MAGA versus Kyle Rittenhouse, but whatever.
Right.
You made your bed in LA, innit?
How about that? Hello. You did say that we have a review.
Okay, so remember I told you we got that review on SoundCloud.
Yes.
But I do want to check. I want.
Go ahead, check. No, go ahead.
Can you not do
I
that?
didn't say, all I did was exhale.
You was about to.
All I did was exhale. I didn't say anything.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, where? Okay.
Yeah.
Where are the reviews?
Are you in the episode? You're in the episode. Go to the show. Go to.
Oh, I'm tripping.
The show.
Oh.
And then scroll down.
I'm like, am I bugging?
Yeah. Yeah. You bugging again? Are you bugging again?
No, but we do have the one.
So there's nothing up there on the Apple.
Not on Apple Podcasts, but we did receive a message from Christopher.
Okay.
From SoundCloud. Very, very nice. He said, yo, just heard the new mix from Headwraps and Lipsticks, a podcast. How to Lose Integrity in 2 days was fire. I'm loving the vibe. Keep killing it.
Thanks, Christopher.
Are you going to take it?
I'm going to take it.
Take it as a 5-star?
I'm trying to think if is it spam or not.
I mean, I don't know spam that gives compliments like that. They always taking some bullshit.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So
thank you, Christopher. If you're actually a person and you're not spam.
Yeah.
And if it is spam, then that means you real people out there who have not done it are getting outdone by spam.
Damn, that's kind of sad.
Y'all gonna let a spam allegedly?
Damn.
Y'all gonna let a spam bot allegedly outdo y'all?
Oh my God.
I would be ashamed.
No, for real.
I would be embarrassed.
Oh my God.
Anyway, please be sure to follow us.
Do better.
Please be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. Remember, we have a Cashapp, $Headwrappod. If you want to send us some money, we should definitely check that.
I know. We say that every week.
Every week.
On some Tay Diggs stuff.
For real, for real. And then we're on a bunch of streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Google Play is changing their thing, so I have to move the RSS feed or something. So I don't know. I gotta email. I don't know. Google Play. Figure out what the fuck y'all want to do, because y'all keep moving shit. Anyway, those are the things that we're on. Sis.
I thought I had a joke. I feel like somebody sent me a joke and I can't find it.
Aw.
So I have to come back with 2 jokes next week.
You don't have to.
Yeah, because that's not fair. Somebody did send it to me and expected me to read it, so that's not fair.
It probably was a horrible joke.
I need to organize my DMs better.
I mean, if the joke sucked, you could just tell me.
It probably was funny as hell, and I just,
If it sucked, though,
So
you
if it was you, I apologize, and I will definitely read it plus a bonus one.
I don't apologize. I'm glad she lost.
A joke A.
I'm glad she lost. Yeah. Just like our review got lost.
All right. Peace and blessings, y'all. Just, we're gonna go.